Bell post still. Hey?
Oh, Mickey Ricks, Michael Ricks.
The worst.
Start of the final term. Symes goes up. Dorber gets it down. Matt Watts in the middle, can't take it with him. Handball, Woods is there, and Moreland as well. Ripped off the football. Woods does well. Handball to Matt Watts. If it sits for him, he's away. Gets a right foot kick. Long inboard, coming out overall. Leads Eddie in the race of the footy. Long clearing kick out wide, looking for Fantella. Does well. Can't take the mark though. Then was there a hold? Watts is out there as well. Coming through Sean Lewis. A couple of tackles were pretty good there. Kept the pressure on and gets the footy back again as well. Holes find in trouble, then got out. Right foot kick towards Fursland. Nicholson has to stand there. Fursland did very nicely. Dorber gets back to help out. Little handball was good to Dwayne Broome. Back into the centre square. Goes towards the middle. Woods punched away by Washington. Off hands through the middle. Tui. His handball over the top. Moreland taps it on. Woods though gets it back. Broome. Outside with the left foot, goes towards half forward. Pat Dillon has to stand there. Coming across was Lewis. Now Lima just settles things down, goes wide towards Gergich. He gets there in front of Dillon. Right foot kick up high, looking for Pyle. Worked to the front, did nicely. Couldn't take the mark though. Van Ingen kept his feet, then he gave it away to Grigg. He goes towards Ross Dillon. Coming through the middle was Jovanovic. Got it back towards Gergich. Still at half forward. Bit of candy. Right foot kick around the corner was okay to Holes find.
It's more than okay.
Takes the mark 45 out from goal, 45-degree angle.
Starting up forward, obviously, Gergich, so he hasn't dropped behind play like I thought he might have. So.
Kick it now, Holes find. There's nobody in the goal square.
Big torp.
So David Holes find.
Who's Bannockburn playing next week?
Bannockburn's got East Geelong.
Oh.
We got 3/4 time scored.
Not yet. Holes find comes in, gives it everything he's got, and it's just missed through for one behind.
Kicked in by Woods. Nice kick, goes out towards Grigg in the half back line. He plays on quickly and goes towards centre wing. Matt Watts. He's either playing on the ball or through the middle of the ground. Kicks the ball further afield. Kick wasn't good, but Dwayne Broome's able to take the drop mark. And from half forward line, kicks in towards a truce in half forward position. Pat Dillon tries to push Lima off the ball. Baird gets back and supports. Lima gets a handball. Good tackle there from Dillon. Picked up there by Hickleton. Needs support and he has it by Fatula. Pushes off the first contest that comes at him, kicks forward, goes looking for Perkins. Lima does well, steps around two, handball to Gergic, goes outside to Baird. Baird's tackled without the ball, and the ball picked up by Dando, goes back towards the goal square. Eddie in front, ball bounces over their head, now gets to the back of the pack, kicked up by Hammond, kicks round the corner, but doesn't bring it back far enough, and through for Ice's car yet.
Lima kicks in short, finds Fletcher back on the ground. Goes wide looking for Gergich. Good kick too. And sets the coach up at half-back. Takes the mark in front of Dylan Ross.
Could be in the votes today, Brent Gergich.
Been very good.
Goes towards centre wing. Fursland gives him a lead. He's up against Woods, who's got good hops. He goes up, punches it down. Tui over the top of it. Pyle does well. Left foot kick around the corner towards half-forward. Tobin leads out and race in front of Reek, but Reek does well. Works him past the ball, then comes back the other way. Handball. Inboard to Van Ingen. From the middle towards centre half forward, Dylan Lima. Falls out the wide towards Broome, hands it on to Dylan. Now Hammond has to run away.
Mooch.
Left foot kick the mooch. Across the face of goal. Overall gets back there. Happy to see it through for the Tigers. Bell post till 11:13:79. Blood Suzuki, Smith's Holden final quarter scoreboard.
So the ball in that fullback position is being kicked in by Jenkins. Fletcher, sorry. He's back on the ground. We thought it might have been done for the day, but he's back out there. Long kick outside 50, picked up there by Martin. Goes towards Lewis. Lewis back to Baird. Baird to Martin. And Martin's now on centre wing. Long kick. Goes in towards the forward line. Jovanovic's out in front. Grigg does well to spoil the ball. Could have been a free kick. Picked up by Woods. He's dropped it. Jovanovic's there. Puts pressure on. Picks the ball up. Kicks round the corner. Baseley tries to do the one-handed. Can't take the mark. And the ball goes over the boundary line. In the forward pocket will be thrown back into the field of play. So it's a good movement from the full-back position.
Alistair Woods has really struggled today, hasn't he?
He's playing on a small forward. It'd probably be better to go back and have a run the wing for a little while, maybe. Ball thrown in by the boundary line umpire, picked up there by Holzfeen. Reek's going to collect the ball, tries to spin out of trouble, feeds the ball back only as far as Fursland. Kicks on his left foot round the corner, goes towards Nicholson. Mark taken by Grigg, only went up and down, so there's nose 10. Steps over the boundary line, and the umpire will throw it back into the field of play.
You see, I don't know if he's got enough match fitness to do that, Dale. He's sort of, every time you look at him today, he's been on the ground or really just getting up slowly or stretching, so maybe not fully fit.
So the ball thrown in, back of the contest, picked up by a player there in
Fursland.
who kicks the ball. Actually, it wasn't him that kicked it. It went towards Baseley anyway, and the ball's knocked over the boundary line.
Pyle
And
kicked it.
Jamie.
Goma.
Another one who's played well today. Kicked his 3 goals. Just loves it when we come to watch.
He does. The boundary umpire about to throw the ball back into play. Goes in, over the top. Woods tapped down. There's a holding decision. It's going against Baird. And this guy is Dylan, but he decides to go wide towards the boundary line. He's got a bit too much carry on it. In front is Van Ingen. Can't get out of the contest. Long handball out. Comes out. Sean Lewis has positioned himself well. Kicks back in towards the centre forward position. Van Ingen in front. Pyle from behind. And Pyle takes a nice mark. He's in range here. Kick one from a little bit further out in the second quarter. So he's going back now with a bit more purpose. Taking his time. And we'll go for goal number 4 for Jamie Pyle.
And very good. You'd have to think he's a pretty good chance here too, Dale, wouldn't you?
I think he's a fair chance. Pyle steps inside 50. Long kick. He likes it. He likes it a lot. And Jamie Pyle has kicked his 4th goal of the afternoon.
Pyle throws the ball in the air. Dorber gets it down. Watts in the middle. Through the middle, Symes again, trying to pick it up. Moreland, handball back to Beard. Goes towards centre half forward, coming out, backing himself. Van Ingen kicked it off the ground. Fortuitously goes to Pat Dillon. Goes out wide looking for Broome. Lima bears down. Gets it, handballs it back towards Fantella. Hammond, though, worries him out of it. Can he pick it up? No, he can't. He needs some help. He's got some. Pat Dillon's there. On centre wing, handball to Dwayne Broome. Kicks it back inboard, looking for Dorber. The big man runs away. Then he runs into Baird, but he gets away. Handball's pretty good over the top if it sits. Brad Watts to run onto it. Yes, it does. Can he get around? No, he can't. Good tackle. And the tackle came from Brad Martin. Inside defensive 50 for Bellpost Hill. He'll take the free kick. Goes short. It's okay. Baird takes the mark. So just holding play up at half back. Called to play on now. Goes long towards centre wing. Leads on by Pyle. Van Ingen slipped over, but was first to get up, and we'll get back there first towards the contest. Moreland comes at him. He gets rid of the footy. Fantella's there as well. Handball back towards Pyle, who goes long with a left foot kick to centre half forward. On a long lead coming out. No mark taken, Baseley. Giles at the back of the pack. Under pressure, Fursland. And also Gergic do the ruck work. Up against Ross Dillon. Fursland, third man up, gets it down. Woods is there, tapped it on. So did Gergic again. Tap back towards Fursland. Handball back to Baird. 50 out. Little chip around the corner to Baseley. Can he make up the ground? Yes, he can. And he can take the mark, Caleb Baseley, and will shoot for goal. 50 out, 45-degree angle. And he has kicked 1 goal 1 this afternoon.
Usually a pretty good kick of the footy, Jace. Caleb Baseley. I like his action, and he's certainly one of those players when he's probably better at shooting from goal from about 35 plus metres out rather than inside at 35 metres. So when he gets a chance to kick through the footy, he usually does a pretty good job of it.
So Baseley, 45 metres, 50 metres out, 45-degree angle. He comes in now. Right foot kick. Jake's called it straight through the middle. Caleb Baseley has kicked his second of the afternoon. And
10 goals, 10. Ooh. And the, not the big one, but out at Inverleigh, 5 goals, 1 failed to score in that second quarter. Anarchy, 9 goals, 5. Ooh. They've kicked 8 goals, 4 in that quarter.
Those your tips, Jake.
Back to the middle. And it goes from out from Fursland to Lima. That came from Hole's find. Umpire said play on after he called a mark. So Lima keeps his feet. Hammond doesn't, but then he fights hard for it. Hammond, and he's under pressure now. He handballs to Sheedy. He's under pressure as well. Got the kick away. Past Moreland. Pat Dillon to run onto it. Can he get away from Symes? Yes, he can. At 50. Goes with a long kick towards Eddie. Got a couple against him. And the umpire said it was a hold. I don't know how you can hold when you got 2 arms up trying to punch the ball. But anyway.
Apparently he can.
Apparently he can. And Aaron Eddie will take the free kick. He's kicked 2 this afternoon.
Yes, Cal, the other tips are still going all right, mate. I've just been forgetting to put them in the last few weeks. But
you don't care anymore, Cal.
The away teams have been winning, so it's been helping me. When
you don't care anymore anyway. you won't worry about it now.
No, actually,
he'll be on the O&M now.
I did fill out the rest of the season's tipping, so I didn't forget. So
Eddie kicks for goal and kicks truly. So he's third.
It's been drinking his dolts at 3/4 time. East Geelong, and we'll see a big battle out there. Symes up over the top, knocks it towards Lewis, comes out of the centre, goes towards the half-forward line. Gergie in front, spoil from Dylan from behind's good. Lewis follows up, but Dylan Patrick arrives in time to support his defence. Takes one bounce, now he's second, runs through the middle of the ground. Kicking towards the half-forward line, goes looking towards Hammond, but Lima comes out, meets the ball, does well. Steps around Watts, short kick going wide, finds Pisano. Actually, it wasn't a really true bounce,
clever.
and the ball's been tapped further afield. Holds fine, runs onto it, has Shooty just in behind. Handball goes back to Pisano. Off one step, kicks in long, goes towards Baseley. Giles from behind. Baseley never...
Lovely.
I didn't say never looked like missing it, but once he was up there, was strong hands, and he's taken the mark. So Caleb Baseley will go back and shoot for goal number 3. And again, distance not a problem here. Good kick of the football. Usually very, very reliable. So Caleb Baseley for the 14th goal for Bell Post Hill, and his third if he kicks truly. Baseley comes in, kicks from about 45, steps over 50. Nice looking kick off the boot. Umpire comes across, but he won't come back across far enough, and that is his third goal of the interview later on.
Back in the middle, Symes gets it down. Tui, Fatula's in there as well. Chopped off though. The umpire will come in and ball it up, will he? Or yes, he will. Secondary bounce. Pack developed, and it will be. Ball up, tapped away. Going to be a free kick for Bell Post Hill. Going to come back to Jaden Symes.
So you're going to say who that player was, Kel, or not?
So Symes now.
Negative.
I'll give you his initials, Jace. Anthony Pisano.
Thanks for that. Goes towards centre half forward. Tapped over the back. You don't care anymore, Cal, so be careful. Goes towards McPherson. Now the ball comes back to Fantella. Handball to Jovanovic. Off a step at 50. Goes towards Gergich. Dylan comes at it. Punches it away. Tui wrapped up. Got the handball free. Only as far as Hole's feet. It's back to Jamie Pyle. Off a step. Turns around. And kicks Jamie kicks the goal.
He's on fire today. He loves it.
4 goals.
That's good.
Do you reckon he is?
Ball.
Cal?
Back in the middle of the ground. Symes
made
up against
a few
Dickers.
errors.
Ball thrown in the air. Dickers gets the hand to it. Symes backs up with the second one. Comes towards. It's in dispute. Players converge. Fantula's working hard over the ball. Watts just tumbles it out the back with a little short kick. Players now, I can't even see who's diving it. Pisano's one of them.
Got it.
You're right there. So a number of players around the ball now. Again, both ruckmen do the ruck work. The ball's tapped down this time by Symes coming the other way.
Oh, the umpire's down.
Umpire's fallen over the shadow. Don't worry about it. With Fantello, his handball back towards Moreland. Moreland goes wide. Good pick up there and clean again by Lima. Handballs over the top. Pisano takes the mark, or takes the tackle, and is taken high by Fatula. And Lima handballs over the top, goes to Alice. Oh, good run there. Support by Fantella. Steps inside 50, goes long towards goal, but is offline and through for a minor score. So Adrian Fantella's first score of the afternoon. 15-14 now to the Bell Post Hill side. 8 goals, 9 to Bannockburn. Last quarter has gone 16 minutes in this final term. I already said that, didn't I?
Giles kicks in. Finds Grigg in the back pocket. Chips the ball to Sheedy. Oh, taken away from him by Jovanovic though. And the big fella will shoot for goal from 45 metres out. 45-degree angle.
Cal, when you sit in the special comments chair, you can't mumble under your breath, mate. What did you just say just then?
You're a squib. So your teammates up the river.
So Matt Jovanovic, who has kicked 3 goals this afternoon.
I wouldn't shepherd for you.
This is goal number 4. He comes in with the breeze. Looks pretty good.
He's done the Anthony Kitchen, mate, but it was to the crowd. The start of the ground. I don't know who's that.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Done the shark shuffle yet? Ball picked up by Dylan in the middle
It's
of
a
the
weird
ground.
sort of
Kicks
dance,
the ball
isn't it?
towards the centre half forward line. Picked up by Perkins. Oh, good work there. Or pressure from Moreland. Goes back towards Watts. Was going to go left side. Went back on his right. Kicks round the corner. Needs to find Fatula. He's going back with the flight of the ball. Ball bounces. Peters up over the top. Knocks it further afield. Goes towards Hammond. He tries to do the same thing, but Martin's there. Kicks back towards the half-back flank, and the mark has been taken there by Fletcher. Has time and in space. Long kick, high kick. Player leading out is a Pyle, doesn't take the mark, going back to collect it is Woods. Handballs back inside, finds the player Enrique. Enrique goes sideways across the ground and will find Travis Grigg. Has players inside if he wants to go to them. Longer kick, goes looking towards Paddy. Dylan in the middle of the ground, he takes the mark and is now steadied up as the gloved one, Jovanovic, stands the mark. Ball chipped out wide, goes towards Tui. Runner wide is Dylan, and that's Ross. So Ross Dylan takes a bounce from the half back line, moves into the half forward line now, kicks into the full forward position, goes looking for Eddie, pushes the overall off the ball. Clean pick up there by Washington. Didn't happen the first time. The second one was good. Went out to Fletcher. Went back towards overall. Kicks high and outside 50. Goes towards centre wing. Jovanovic's there. Mark not taken either by either player. Dickers backs up for Bannockburn. Falls over at the crucial stage. Handballs into Greg on his left side. Kicks back into the forward line, but the kick is not well directed, and a mark's been taken by overall once again. So Steve Overall in the back line. Keeps the ball back inside. Gee, that's a dangerous kick, but he found Washington. And he goes across the face of goal and has Lima in space by himself. Ball runs away from him, able to go and collect it. Hickleton doesn't lay an effective tackle. The ball's chipped wide to Holzfien. On centre wing, takes the mark. Nothing up forward to kick to, but the player coming out and leading his pile. Good pace, doesn't mark on his chest. Watts picks the ball up, steps back inside. Handball towards Reek. Goes in towards centre half back. Kick went backwards. Actually, now it's going to favour Kavka if he can first get there. Chased down by Woods. Goes over the ball. Bannockburn with numbers. Ball's fed out. Dickers comes through. Good work from Belpost Hill. They're holding the ball up. It won't leave the area. And the umpire's going to come
down back.
So the ball thrown up. It's tapped out there, and it ends up with Woods of Bannockburn. His handball forward goes towards Tui. His handball puts Dickers under pressure. We're looking for someone coming past. There's no one there, but Tui arrives. His handball's long and wide, and Dylan on his favoured side, that's the left, has the ball. Handball goes over the top. Now they're under pressure, but Van Ingen with a bit of pace kicks the ball towards centre wing, but the mark's been taken there by Martin. Has players back inside, finds Tobin, and Tobin by himself in space. Kicks wide, this time overall, leading up from the back flank. Picks the ball up, steps back inside of Greg, kicks in towards centre forward, but now they're kicking straight to the Bannockburn players. And Ross Dillon has taken possession of the ball in that back half of the ground.
Game's really opened up, hasn't it?
It has a bit. The result's probably blown out, so there's no restrictions now. But going back with courage was Jovanovic. Dillon coming the other way. Jovanovic loads up, kicks long, goes looking towards Pyle. Watts is there, gets over the back. Running player is basically tries to kick the ball off the ground. Couldn't control it. Still trying to control it. He's annoyed with himself.
He couldn't kick it through, and he couldn't kick the ball, and he was trying to kick it out of frustration.
Score. So we go now to 16-15 for Belpost Hill. 8 goals, 9 to Bannockburn. Final quarter, Smithhold Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
Matt Watts kicks in from full back.
He's going over. Yeah, even you still managed to get that close to the line.
So ball up. Dickers will try and punch it through, I suspect, and has done so. So through for a behind to Belpost Hill. 16-17, 113. That's 16, I think, my friend. 16-16.
Thank you.
My pleasure. 112, Bannockburn 8-9, 57. Smithhold and Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard.
Kick in is going to Alistair Woods, who goes wide and finds Ross Dillon on the half back line, in between half back and centre wing. Tips back inside. The running player is Woods. So getting a few possessions, kicks out wide, goes towards Hammond. He's up in front and takes the mark. So Hammond backward of centre wing, swings and turns and goes to the half forward line. Running player is Link Peters. Tries to trap it inside the field of play, does so, goes back on his left foot, went inside looking towards Sheedy. He doesn't take the mark, but good replay there from Sean Lewis. Hands the ball back to Pisano, who kicks back to centre wing. The only player there and by himself is Hammond from Bannockburn. So he now decides to play on, and on the left side, he kicks in towards the half forward line. Kick doesn't have a lot of carry, picked up there by Van Ingen. Out of trouble to Sheedy, back to finds Woods, kicks in towards the full forward position. Player back there is Washington. He's tackled by Dando, releases the ball, and will find Lewis, goes backwards. I think Fletcher left it for overall. He's got the ball in the hand now. The kick is smothered. Perkins is going to receive the ball, gets under the first tackle, kicks round the corner, and mark has been taken by Dando. And I won't be having to understand people's capabilities. So the big fella, Ross Dando, comes in, shoots towards goal, I thought that was a good kick then. He's missed.
And on from full-back, gained 10 metres, then goes long. Woods in front, can't take the mark. Symes tried to tap it on. Holding the ball, said the umpire. So a free kick to Bannockburn. And for Tula it is. At half forward. Goes a left foot kick long towards Eddie, over his head, getting back there, Lima. Handballs away towards Tobin, runs through centre half back. Defensive 50 goes towards Cav on a lead, punched away by Ross Dillon, did well, kept his feet as well, and handballed it forward towards Hickleton, off a step, wide, it's okay. And Eddie goes towards, well, Fletcher chopped it off, but holds to the umpire against Perkins. So Trevor Fletcher inside defensive 50. Thought about the lateral kick, but Ross Dando had chopped that off. So might have to go down the line here. Not much to kick to. He just chips it towards Lima. He chips it back inboard to Overall. So still inside defensive 50 for Bell Post Hill. So Overall goes wide and looking for Kavka. Don't think he'll be able to keep that in. Boundary throw in. Symes, there's the Vuvuzela, beautiful. So over the top, handball came towards Tobin. He can run onto it at half forward. He handballs it over his head to nobody in particular. Coming back there, McPherson. Also over the top of it was Tui. Ball in dispute at half forward. Bell Post still looked to have the numbers. Was it a throw? The umpire said play on. Symes' kick was smothered. Handball over the top. Oh, geez, Tobin got absolutely collected. No free kicks at the umpire. Fatula goes towards Peters on centre wing. He's got a bit of time and space. Has a bounce. Then goes towards half forward. In front, good mark too as the siren sounds. And that is full time. Bell Post Hill 16-16, 112 have defeated Bannockburn 8-10-58 in that final term. 5 goals 4 to Bell Post Hill, 1 goal 3 to Bannockburn.